He comes out throwing. Down the middle to Jackson, to the 40, and to the San Diego 36-yard line before Stanley Richard can make the tackle. Marino right on the money, threading that one through San Diego traffic.
Great play-action fake here by Dan Marino. Jackson releases outside of Mims, 94. Gets right by the linebacker Gibson, and he's wide open. I mean, it's one of the things you know about San Diego's defense, Dick, is there's lots of zone. If you can hold linebackers, you're going to find receivers open deep down the middle.
Marino first down at the Charger 35. Parmalee and Spikes behind him. Jackson in motion. He throws again. Under pressure. Goes deep. Picked off by Darren. No, Darren Carrington. He trapped the ball. Stanley Richard, the safety, coming in from the left side, blitzing Marino. That's an early indication that Arnsparger, the defensive coordinator of San Diego, is going to pull out some stops.
Here's the blitz. Most people say when you play Dan Marino, you got to get pressure in his face. They try. Stanley Richard is right there, but Marino with that release is still able to get the ball off. This should have been intercepted. I mean, that's in games like this, that's an opportunity you have to make. You've got to catch that interception.
The ball just as Marino was cocking it to throw.
This is significant. Top of the screen, he beats Ron Heller. Mims does, who last week Ron Heller shut out Neil Smith. No tackles, no sacks.
Give Mims a sack on that play. He had 11 during the regular season. He's in his third year from Tennessee. O'Neal led the Chargers with 12 and a half, so they can put pressure from either corner. Mims and O'Neal. 3rd and 10. Marino had to get rid of it. No time to find an open man, and Mims was on him again. Listen to this crowd.
Dick, one of the things that Dan Marino told us is you've got to have confidence in your pass protection. Well, here Mims, straight outside move on Ron Heller. He's got a bad left shoulder, but Mims comes inside. There's also pressure from Ray Lee Johnson on the outside.
So comes John Kidd, the former Charger punter. Side at midseason, and he lost a high one. Gordon lets it go, and it kicks a San Diego bounce into the end zone. When we come back, it'll be Stan Humphrey's turn.
This is
some things in life you have to wait for. A car of your dreams shouldn't be one of them. The Chevy Camaro. 2 airbags, fuel-injected V6, anti-lock brakes. It's $14,995 worth of genuine Chevrolet.
San Diego's ball after holding Miami. William Stanley Humphreys has this offensive line. Watch 320-pound rookie Isaac Davis. He'll be blocking Bowens in the backfield with Humphreys. Natron Means leading a rusher for the Chargers, 4th in the NFL. Jefferson and Say the outsiders. Young and Papuno in the double tight end. They use a lot of wham blocking. Ronnie Harmon could be the key in this game. He comes in the San Diego posse, a great receiver, tied for the team lead. Tony Martin, a former Dolphin, also will come in. There's Harmon, played at Iowa, and he has caught in the last 3 years 210 passes, most of any NFL running back. They start with Means and Papuno in the backfield, and Humphreys to throw. He goes long. It's Sean Jefferson off his fingertips. It appeared he was out of bounds anyway. Roy Vincent on the coverage. So both teams come out stretching the defense with a long pass on the first play.
Trying to leave a message for the other team. No, no, no. Natron means we run the ball a lot, but we can throw it too. You can't cheat those defensive backs up. Humphrey said, oh, man, we practiced that all week long. I made that completion.
Ronnie Harmon comes in. They spread it this time. And then give to Means. Caught by the shirt tail and dropped for a 4-yard loss. Marco Coleman, who played for Bobby Ross when they won the national championship at Georgia Tech. It's Cross, Bowens, Klingbeil, and Coleman on the front four for the Dolphins. Their linebackers, Aubrey Beavers, a rookie, and then Jesse Solomon actually would be third on the list because Chris Singleton and Dwight Hollier are injured. Vincent and Brown at the corners, and Stewart and Atkins the safeties. Means out. Harmon in the backfield, 3rd and 13. Tim Bowens out in pass situations for Miami. Humphreys incomplete. Good coverage by Tyrone Braxton, the former Denver Bronco, in as an extra defensive back to deny Ronnie Harmon.
Dick, watch Brian Cox here. This is a 4-man rush, a 4-7 defense by Miami. And Brian Cox, although not as big as most pass rushers, great speed, has that good second move, put a lot of pressure on Stan Humphreys.
Oh, Miami's defense has the answer to San Diego. 3 and out, and Brian Wagner from Cal State Northridge, the punter. He sends out a beauty. McDuffie inside the 35. And knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Marino will have good field position after that 51-yard punt.
Nothing is tougher on dirt. Than a 191 horsepower Chevy S-Series extended cab 4x4. Chevy trucks like a rock. Think of all this as a large block of ice. Think of this as a chip off the old block. Coors Light aged ice cold. So when you think of ice, think of the silver bullet. The only way to chill.
Every company has an Edwina. The planner, the organizer, the one who tracks your packages. Only today, she's out sick, and you have to track them yourself. Luckily, she uses UPS. Just pop in our tracking software, and you'll know when your package was delivered and who signed for it in seconds. Now, if only you could use it to find the bathroom key.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. By IBM. By Coors Light, naturally brewed. Reach for the silver bullet, the pure taste of the Rockies. And by Domino's Pizza. Call now and order new buffalo wings, and we'll deliver them with your pizza. It's gotta be Domino's.
The Dolphins and the Chargers. Winner goes to Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh, the hometown of Dan Marino, for the AFC Championship a week from today. Marino from his own 46. James Saxon in motion, and the first running play. Bernie Parmalee, tackled by Leslie O'Neal. A gain of about 4. Here's the San Diego defense. We've already seen Chris Mims and how he can destroy plans. Lee and Davis both over 300, and O'Neal led the team in sacks. Griggs, a former Dolphin. Gibson, an ex-Lion. Sayao, an all-pro. Gordon and Harper at the corners, and Carrington and Richard are the safeties. In the dime, Willie Clark, the rookie from Notre Dame, and Sean Van Horst enter. 2nd down and 8. Underneath, Marino goes, and he's just shy of a 1st down to O.J. McDuffie. Dennis Gibson, the tackler. We talked with Dan Marino yesterday. It has been felt since early in the season that that Achilles injury just did not heal properly. And we asked him point blank, what do you think? And he's been, you know, he's the kind of guy who would never complain, would not want you to know he's been playing in pain with that Achilles. He said, it looks as if I may have the operation. I'll find out. I'll get another opinion or two. He may be operated on as soon as the season ends. Safety spot, the sheriff from Texas, Bill Arnsparger, the longtime friend of Shula, calling the shots.
Look at those 2 defensive tackles. They're pointing right in towards the center, and you see Stanley Richard again. Safety blitz, a run blitz. Arnsparger, the defensive coordinator, has got a lot of tricks. He's going to pull them out early here to give the Miami offense a lot to think about.
Kidd 2nd punt. Gordon, who returned 2 for touchdowns during the season, bobbles, and then controls at the 15-yard line. 32-yard punt, no return. 5 minutes gone, opening quarter.
Intensity. I always like to leave an impression on your opponent. Sean Lee says to John Kidd, son, this is going to be a tough day for you.
You're in it, too. This isn't Pinky Lee. No. This is Sean Lee.
That's right.
Ronnie Harmon in the backfield on 1st down, in motion. Humphreys looking for Mark Say. Say had 58 catches to tie Harmon for the club lead this year. Well, he admitted that the disaster 2 years ago at this time in Miami, 31-0 Dolphins, where he didn't do much at all, as you can see, was his worst game, and frankly said, I've never looked at the tape or film.
Doesn't want to, yeah. But at the same time, he also admitted, look, we were just happy to be in the playoffs. We're not really playing to Miami's level. This year, we do believe we belong.
Natron. That hole closed in a hurry as Means is to the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, maybe 6. Jeff Cross and Brian Cox on the stop. Means, a rookie last year out of North Carolina, backed up Marion Butts.
They thought so highly of Natron Means, they said, we'll see you, Marion. We think this kid can do it. That 343 carries, that's the only thing that bothers me. 2nd most in the league behind Emmitt Smith. That's a lot of work.
On 3rd and 4. Humphreys to Sean Jefferson, and San Diego cheers its initial 1st down.
Dick, what San Diego is doing here is putting Miami in a real ticklish situation. This is Ronnie Harmon, and he's coming in motion, but Miami has its base defense. So when you have Ronnie Harmon in there against your base defense, you've got a linebacker on him or you go zone. And here Jefferson finds the seam, and it's an easy completion for Stan Humphreys. Now, that's something that San Diego can exploit. See how they're going to cover Ronnie Harmon.
16 yards on the play. On 1st down, to Tony Martin, the former Dolphin, and Martin close to a 1st down. J.B. Brown made the tackle. Martin, one of those Chargers that has had a big play this year, a 99-yarder.
Yeah, he was kind of let go in Miami. They kept O.J. McDuffie in his place, and actually he made a lot of drops in Miami. Dan Marino kind of lost confidence in him, but he did say when he left Miami, Don Shula treated him very fairly. Wished him good luck, said, hey, we think you're going to be a great player someday. We can invest the time in you. Former college quarterback. First catch he ever made was in the pros.
What he said about Shula was, he says, the coach is so funny he doesn't even know he's funny.
Yeah, well, except when you do something wrong, the coach is not funny.
Shula hopes to get that cast off his Achilles operation and be on his feet, he said, by Super Bowl time. Means blasting his way into the secondary. Whoa, what a horse. Inside the 35, 20 to match his number.
The one thing about San Diego, Means may be stopped once or twice, but they'll keep giving it to him. You see the good pull, Isaac Davis, and also Harry Swain. Nice sweep run by San Diego, just blows Miami off the line of scrimmage. This is a powerful offense San Diego has.
A year ago, Means had a terrific day against the Dolphins rushing, as you can see. First down at the 35. Flag down. Eric Bieniemy had given Means a break on this play, but it appeared the Chargers had two men in motion.
Ball start. 87. Offense. Correction. 87. Offense. Simulating the start of a play. Still first down.
Young. The San Diego Cannon going all the way back to the L.A. Chargers, San Diego Chargers, Baron Hilton days, signaling a big play, touchdown for San Diego.
They've got some cannons on this offense now. Means, Humphreys.
First and 15. Draw to Means. Running through people and over others. He has 8 yards plus before Brian Cox can make the tackle. Short yardage there, but this has been a team, San Diego, with big plays. 7 over 70. Martin, 99 yards in Seattle. 90-yard punt return, Gordon. Coleman, kickoff, 90 yards. Coleman, kickoff, touchdown, 80 yards. Gordon, 75-yard punt return, touchdown. Richard, 73-yard interception, touchdown. 7 over 70 for San Diego, but that's not what they want.
No, they want to be slow and steady today. Eat up time on the clock.
On second down, screen to Means. Breaks out of the initial hit from Cox. Fumbles the ball, and Miami recovers at the 21-yard line.
That's just his 5th fumble of the season. Carried the ball 343 times, is an excellent receiver, but the ball is stripped away by Coleman, I believe. 90, strips it out of his arm.
Jesse Solomon recovers for Miami at the 21. Something that Bobby Ross nor any coach enjoys seeing, but especially San Diego, very infrequently do they give up the ball. In fact, they've fumbled an NFL low 14 times the past 2 seasons combined. So the Dolphins on the first turnover start from the 21. Some running room, has a first down out to the 34-yard line before Richard and Harper can make the tackle. 13 yards for Bernie Parmalee. You look at Natron Means.
Lead blocker Saxon, an excellent blocker. Good cut by Parmalee right here to the outside, runs out of the arm of Reuben Davis. I mean, this guy is a special teams player, was a special teams captain. Had a good preseason, and Don Shula couldn't keep him out of the lineup. Here's Junior Seau being hit by James Saxon. That is an excellent block by Saxon.
First down, Miami. No score. Under 5:40 left in the opening quarter. Moreno, O'Neal can't get him. And a great throw over the middle to Irving Fryer, who had a career year with Miami this season with 73 catches, 17 yards on that play.
Dick, watch one of the greatest attributes that Dan Marino has. He avoids that first rusher. You see, Leslie O'Neal comes from the outside, just takes that little hop up, always looking down the field for a receiver. O'Neal makes a good move, but Marino gets himself out of the way of jeopardy there and still makes the completion.
First down, San Diego 49. Marino changing plays. Saxon and Parmalee split now behind him. Over the middle to Jackson, and Stanley Richard coming up had a shot at a pick. And once again, Marino gets the ball off, but Mims knocks him down. Miami has had its greatest difficulty scoring early throughout this year. It's hard to believe that Marino does not have a touchdown pass. Of his 30, not one in the opening quarter.
That is hard to believe. I don't understand why that is, except that there is generally a lot of experimenting going on by Miami. What defense do we see against this particular down and distance and use of personnel? So maybe that accounts for it.
Incomplete, and that's the kind of pass that gives shivers to Don Shula, bouncing high into the secondary. Dennis Gibson made the break on Aaron Craver.
One thing Miami has done historically, long time, they like to throw it to running backs. And Aaron Craver, Tony Nathan, I think, started it for Miami. Jim Kick did. And they've developed that offense where with motion and with formation, they try to release a receiver down through there. This time it was Aaron Craver.
3rd down 10. Marino's been knocked down 4 times by the Charger pass rush, which was 3rd best in the league in sacks. He finds Fryer open enough. 1st down inside the 30. Eric Castle, an extra defensive back, made the tackle. 19 yards.
Excellent pattern here, run by Fryer. Extra defensive back in the ball game, but Fryer big, strong, it's zone. He reads it properly, makes a good sharp cut, and Dan Marino certainly has confidence in Irving Fryer.
Never had a better year. Fryer, the first player selected in '84 by New England. That's his top mark. 73 catches, 7 touchdowns. 2 for 37 yards today. So out of 3rd and 10, Marino gets the 1st down at the Charger 29. Throws this one wide open to the 10, and Keith Jackson has 1st and goal Miami. Dwayne Harper finally wrestles him down.
Dick, this is the tight end out and up. Beautifully executed again. Now watch Marino keep himself alive. That little slide step, great confidence. There's a blitz coming by San Diego. Carrington was the closest man in coverage. Of course, then watch this out and up. See the blitz coming? Knows it's man-to-man. Carrington looks back. Jackson turns it up. Marino puts it right on the money.
Now Miami threatens 1st and goal at the 8. Harmony, no gain. Junior Seau.
Junior, in our conversation with us, told us that his left arm is still a problem. He's got a neck stinger, and his arm goes numb. And I said, "Well, what do you do about it?" He said, "Well, it needs a lot of rest. I didn't have enough rest to get completely healed, but I'm about 90%, and I can play through the pain."
Spikes and Parmalee in the eye, and now the shift. Stanley Richard. For the 2nd time, they bring the safety on a blitz.
Yeah, so Dick, what San Diego is doing is when Miami goes motion, here's Keith Jackson coming in motion, then the San Diego Chargers are coming with a blitz. I mean, it's point counterpoint here. Actually, Keith Sims, the left guard, does an excellent job to come out there and get a helmet on Stanley Richard. He hits Richard right in the side of the helmet. Then the receiver was Aaron Craver out in the flat.
3rd and goal. Jackson wide open. Keith Jackson for the touchdown. Marino directing a brilliant drive, all the yardage significantly through the air, and Keith Jackson with an 8-yard strike. The veteran from Oklahoma says next year will be his last year.
Dick, that time Miami ran motion, and there was no blitz, and there should have been. If they blitz, Keith Jackson gets held up at the line of scrimmage.
Pete Stoyanovich with a try after. The Dan Marino has thrown a touchdown pass in 12 consecutive playoffs. That's an NFL record.
Watch Junior Seau drop. Keith Jackson runs a little circle route. That quick release. And before any defensive back can get there, Jackson scores.
Coleman now, the kick return artist, the rookie from Kansas State for San Diego, took 2 back for scores this year. Stoyanovich. Coleman looking for a crease. It's not there. Brant Boyer made the tackle at about the 26-yard line.
Dick, back to the touchdown. Here's McDuffie in motion, and this is Jackson, Stanley Richard. When McDuffie releases, Van Horst comes with him, and it's a simple en route by Keith Jackson. They're expecting some pressure on Dan Marino, but again, when he breaks in inside Stanley Richard, somebody blows the coverage because nobody's there. Watch how open he is. There is a moment's hesitation by Stanley Richard, 24, and Jackson's in the end zone.
Means trying to get too much with the fumble at the 21. Solomon recovered, and that led to the 79-yard drive. Ronnie Harmon on first down. A rare running play for Harmon out to the 32. During the season, he carried only 25 times. His role usually in the passing game, where he caught 58.
And he comes out, and Eric Bieniemy comes in. I think one of the things they want to do with Ronnie Harmon is just create that little bit of indecision in Miami's defense. Are they going to throw to him, or are they going to hand to him? It changes what you do defensively a great deal.
Second down, 4. This is Eric Bieniemy, and the former star at Colorado, who finished third for the Heisman in '91, looks to have close to a first down. They're going to measure Johnny Greer, our referee today. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Congratulations to Bill Cowher's team. A very impressive winner yesterday, and undoubtedly a day in which they'll have time to watch this one, and be interesting to listen to the cheers as to whom they hope they'll be facing on Sunday next.
I think their response, we don't care. Not in Pittsburgh in the middle of January. But we'll take a team from San Diego. We'll take a team from Miami. Come on into Three Rivers Stadium.
Bring on the cold and snow.
Yeah, we don't care which one.
Third down and inches. Steve Hendrickson, all-purpose Hendrickson, is the blocking back. But it's Humphreys who sneaks it ahead and didn't get much, but didn't need much. First down. Oh, what a day. Thank goodness the weather has cleared at least for a few hours. These aerial shots courtesy of the Goodyear Blimp Eagle, based in Carson, California. More rain is on the way. They predict 3 storms are lined up out in the Pacific, and they could hit sometime early evening. But that's about the only blue sky folks in this part of the Southern California have seen for quite a while.
It was waist deep out here early in the week, wasn't it?
First down for Humphreys. Throws to Sean Jefferson. Nice move on J.B. Brown. First down, San Diego, out to the 48-yard line.
Now, that last touchdown Miami has put a little bit of pressure on the San Diego offensive game plan. This is a simple route. Choice by Stan Humphreys. He takes the square in. J.B. Brown, the closest man in coverage. Nice first down pickup by the Chargers. They don't have to change a thing here. Be patient, but they got to get the ball in the end zone.
First quarter complete, and Miami with the lead. A Junior Seau fan, and obviously from Chiefs territory, wearing 19. She threw the ball over 50 yards on the mark.
She is impressive.
Eric Bieniemy for Natron Means. We don't know if Means is injured. Bieniemy close to 10 yards to the 42-yard line on the first play of the second quarter. Michael Stewart made the tackle. It Means obviously is okay.
Dick, look at the old man pull here. Stan Brock, 67. Kind of loses his footing a little bit, but gets a good hit on Jesse Solomon. Eric Bieniemy breaks behind him. Chargers, whether it's means, whether it's the enemy, they have the chance to control the line of scrimmage here against the Miami Dolphins. They got to stay with the game plan, but they've got to answer that scoring drive.
First down, 41. Fake to Means. Humphreys to Jefferson, and it's offline as Humphreys went down, hit as he threw. Marco Coleman and Tim Bowens in on the San Diego quarterback. Time of possession, and of course part of the themes this week for San Diego was to keep the ball away from Marino.
You generally get in an NFL game 12 offensive possessions, 6 a half. San Diego was thinking, look, if we can cut it down to 7 or 8 and make Dan Marino go the long field, maybe we can neutralize him a little bit. Well, the first drive was 79 yards. So it's going to have to be a long, long field to neutralize Marino.
And it was all Marino. Means endeavoring to make amends after his fumble to the 38-yard line, a gain of nearly 4. Aubrey Beavers, the rookie from Oklahoma, made the stop.
He has a bruise on the outside of his left knee. That may be why he's coming off the field. A slight limp. He had that week off, kind of freshened his legs a little bit, but the bruise doesn't require any taping or anything, but it does begin to ache when he takes hits on it.
Talk about aches. What part of that body do you try to tackle?
Shoelaces.
Third and long. Incomplete and almost intercepted by Brian Cox. Troy Vincent covering Marseille.
Circle route run by Marseille, just an underneath. They're going for the shore. Third down conversion here, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They had man coverage. Dan Humphreys makes the right choice, but Say can't make the reception.
So on 4th down and 7, the Chargers go for it at the 38-yard line. Harmon in motion. Oh my, Ronnie Harmon playing that one like an outfielder.
They run him in motion, and they get a little crowd over here on the left, and Ronnie Harmon fakes like he's going outside, comes inside, stick, Velcro. Oh, it's mine. And playing like he's got a first baseman's mitt. Fired in here. Chuck it in.
Saw him do exactly that
in practice,
2 days ago, one-handed. Oh, Harmon gives San Diego life on 4th and 7. And Means burrows inside the 20.
Did that 4th down attempt all in the thinking of San Diego. Keep it out of Dan Marino's hands. I have great confidence in my offense. Bobby Ross makes the call. You got to give your offense a chance to win the football game, and on 4th down and 6 or 7, what's the big deal?
For Humphreys. Papuno is open, and the tight end has it at the 7. Ball comes free, but it had been whistled dead. A 17-yard play. Alfred Papuno from Weber State.
Dick, nobody covered Papuno at all. Now, understand he's the size of a guard, but he does wear an eligible number. So somebody's going to have to cover him. That was an easy completion for Stan Humphreys. I mean, there was nobody between him and the receiver.
Papuno is in there as their tight end blocker. Joe Gibbs relate to his role very well. It's much like that Washington offense, that big tight end, Don Warren. First and goal. Fake to Means. Throw it away. Good coverage by Miami defense. They had 2 defenders on the 2 receivers that were out on the pattern.
Yeah, they try to get both Young and Mitchell, the 2 big, they call them tight ends or H-backs, but they're basically guards with eligible numbers. Excellent coverage by Miami.
7-0 Dolphins. 11:25 remaining in this first half. Tom Olivedati, the defensive coordinator for Miami. 13th play of the drive. Means To the 3, maybe 2.5-yard line. Gene Atkins, a free agent from New Orleans, made the stop.
And you see the confidence they have in Means in this offensive line. Again, double pull. Picozo and Brock also come around there. And Natron Means lowers his shoulder. There's just not much to hang on to there.
41 yards rushing for Means in this first half. He gets the ball to the 2-yard line, 3rd and goal. Ronnie Harmon in motion. Incomplete. Well covered by the Miami defense, and Michael Stewart, who made the big play and stripping the ball from Marcus Allen in the Kansas City win a week ago, was very close to going 100 the other way.
Yes, he was. You know, Dick, because they threw on 2nd down, and it took them out of the idea that they could go for all 4 downs here. This is definitely 4-down area.
Carney to try what amounts to an extra point that'll count for 3 as Gilbert holds a 20-yard field goal. Carney on his way to the Pro Bowl, the leading scorer in the NFL this year. He missed only 4 of 38 field goals. And he gets San Diego on the board.
In a country where the people are as diverse as the places they choose to call home, one thing...
By Sprint Business, we help business do more business. And by Coca-Cola Classic, always the real thing, always Coca-Cola.
Jewel down in Mission Valley, San Diego, California. Just what Marino ordered. Good field position. O.J. McDuffie, a 42-yard kickoff return to the Dolphin 48-yard line. Marino to the sideline, and again, wide open receiver McDuffie. First down at the 41 of the Chargers. Darian Gordon, and we may have a late hit on the Chargers.
Was stopped by Darian Gordon. Penalty flag on the field.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 21, defense. First down.
Darian Gordon, the left corner, on his coverage.
Well, Bobby Ross, I think, thought his team grew up a little bit a couple of years ago, but this is a very childish and foolish play at that point. I mean, knowing that your defense has got a short field behind you, one of the greatest throwers of the football in the game, he's staring right at the sideline. That ends up being something like a 30 or 25 or 30-yard play here.
26. First down at the 26. Jackson breaks the tackle, and he's inside the 20-yard line as Dwayne Harper unable to bring him down on the initial hit. Dennis Gibson and Reuben Davis finally got him to the turf.
And see, Dick, now with the ball position that Miami has, they can run every part of their offense. This is the little drag slant. The slant was to McDuffie. It's covered. He goes to the drag by the tight end. And you're starting to see now San Diego, it's not working. So they're starting to try more than they should here. Keep your head, San Diego. Keep your head.
Second down, 3. Open again. Irving Fryer, first down at the 14.
Now, Dick, we were told by members of the San Diego Chargers that they wanted good, tight coverage on the outside receivers. Try to reroute them. Try to at least take Dan Marino away from his first read. To this point in this game, they've done none of that. They have blitzed, yes, but they've not rerouted these receivers. McDuffie and Fryer, both big, both strong. San Diego's not getting them a bump on them at all.
McDuffie left, Fryer right, first down. Bernie Parmalee and the young man from Ball State able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dennis Gibson spearheaded the defensive charge.
There's Bill Arnsparger. He is the architect of this defense, also the architect of the no-name defense that shut everybody out.
Bill, who had
Miami.
68 years young now. Had prostate surgery earlier in the year. He is a wizard.
Oh, man. And this guy played for Woody Hayes, played for Blanton Collier, coached under both with Shula.
Not much he doesn't know about the defensive side of this game. Open receiver in the flat is James Saxon. Saxon, former Kansas City Chief. Out of bounds at the 9.
Oh, it's Junior Seau now. Pressure up through the middle to try to disrupt Dan Marino's rhythm. Pressure from the outside by O'Neal, but Junior Seau was late. Again, with that quick release and the knowledge of this offense and an expert at reading defenses, he goes to the outlet receiver for positive yardage.
It's third down, a long 4. They call it 5, but it's less than that. Jackson in motion.
Oh, man.
Touchdown. Keith Jackson, 2 for 2.
Beautiful. The motion has hurt San Diego's defense, and that and the missed opportunities. Dick Marino's got one receiver in mind here. Jackson goes in motion. Watch him wait. Jackson, he fakes inside. He comes back outside. When he turns around, bam. How do you stop it?
No one has yet. He not only has 2 touchdowns, but every time he's caught the ball, he takes a couple of steps before he runs into any defense. Stoyanovich with a point after. And the Dolphins impressive, and Marino couldn't play any better than the way he's thrown the ball those last 2 touchdown drives.
Time running out. Colorado reached the Missouri 4-yard line. First and goal, a spike to stop the clock. Second and goal, Eric Bieniemy up the middle to the 1. Then on third down, the officials failed to change the marker. 3 plays later on what was really a 5th down, the Buffalo score the winning touchdown. Colorado proves again, in sports, there are no guarantees.
Hundreds of natural forces may affect the survival of your business.
Leads an elite field from the LPGA Tour. The LPGA Chrysler Plymouth Tournament of Champions next weekend on NBC. Well, Don Shula has to like the ride so far in San Diego. 14-3.
The ride's been downhill in this first half.
Andre Coleman at the 5 as Stoyanovich sends a twister to the near sideline. Fielded by Bieniemy. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. Tomorrow night, Major Dads Gerald McCraney and Tracy Scoggins will star. World premiere of Jake Lassiter, Justice on the Bayou. That's tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central here on NBC.
Now, Dick, 14-3, 7-11 to go in the first half here. Now, you basically take the running game away from San Diego. They need points. They need them now. So they've eliminated Natron Means here. Even though he might be in the backfield, they're not going to hammer the line of scrimmage with him.
And meanwhile, Marino is humming. He was 5 for 5 on that last scoring drive that went 52 yards in 6 plays. Underneath they go to Mark Say, and he's hit by Jesse Solomon, shy of the first down at the 35.
Good pattern run, short. And let's see Say come out from the right-hand side, just a little delay. Try to flush the defense to the right, get an underneath receiver. Oh, makes a good, solid tackle. Not enough for the first down.
Well, so far it's all Marino. 2 touchdowns. Although Humphreys has moved his team, just can't get any points. Means has blockers. He's all the way to the Miami 46-yard line. Nene, he was called by Mama.
That's all right. The sweep with Natron Means. I mean, that's like a pass. Excellent job again. Davis, number 73 out in front. Going with one of those big tight ends.
Shannon Mitchell.
Shannon Mitchell, a good escort for Natron Means. He knows how to get him first down, and of course with all his carries he's going to get his chance.
Just to have your name right behind Emmitt Smith in any category is a compliment.
That's a nice list. Mary Sanders, Jerry Rice in that list.
Means with 59 yards rushing. He's got a lot more than that. throwing a shielding block. 20 more for Means. He's got a 79-yard half.
Yeah. The offensive linemen get running backs 8 yards. Wide receivers blocking, they get you 80. Excellent job out front. And see that little move? That little move gets him outside, and then Sean Jefferson does help. Harry Swain with an excellent block. Now they're going to the perimeter of this defense. 240 pounds, showing a speed of an 180-pounder.
He's averaging 8.8 yards a carry. The enemy replaces Means. The enemy to the 23-yard line and hanging on. A desperate tackle from Aubrey Beavers. Gain of 3.
53, Aubrey Beavers.
The enemy, if he can just pick his feet up. Here's Swain again coming. Good blocking down, and the running back jumps up through there. Nice saving tackle here by Beavers. But again, watch Swain. Excellent job. Now you hope the running back can break that tackle.
The enemy stays in. Harmon is out in the far wing. And then they give to the enemy. Stewart saves the touchdown.
Well, in my opinion, when this drive started, they had to throw it. Good thing they weren't listening. Means and the enemy have been this drive. Again, nice little delay that catches the Miami Dolphins deep. Here's Brian Cox, middle linebacker. Excellent job done by another one of those H-back tight ends.
First and goal at the 6. Means caught from behind. Marco Coleman was able to break through, and Michael Stewart came up to support. No gain. They had first and goal earlier in the game and threw on first down, and finally had to settle for a field goal, stopped at the 2.
Yeah, they have more field goals than they do touchdowns when they're inside the 20, and you can see how poor they've been. But this is most assuredly a 4-down area. They can't take another field goal here.
San Diego running the ball more effectively in terms of yards than passing it. Humphreys.
Nobody open.
Wide open now is Young, but overthrown. Dwayne Young, one of the big H-back tight ends.
Dick, I don't understand this. I mean, they run the ball to this point, and then I guess they read their own statistics. We're not good inside the 20, so they try something tricky. You've got Natron Means in the backfield. Keep giving it to him.
Here comes Harmon and Sean Jefferson. Third and goal at the 6, and Don Shula counters with 5 changes as he brings in his dollar defense.
That's 7 defensive backs.
They try a flanker reverse, and Jefferson stopped at the 4.
Yeah, just think of where we've been down here. San Diego, down on the goal line, we've seen nothing but finesse plays. Nothing but finesse down there inside the 10-yard line, as opposed to just trying to power it in the end zone. They go with it as Ralph Region, the offensive coordinator. If it works, he's a genius. To this point, it hasn't worked.
You don't like to see field goals 20 yards and now 21. Miami calls time. May not have had enough men on the field. So we'll pause with 2:50 left in the half.
By the goal line, and they've kicked field goals. And I don't understand that the personality of this team is a power team. And it certainly should be that inside the 10-yard line.
So 3 drives of over 65 yards for San Diego. Earlier today, I'm sure most of you are well aware, it was the Dallas Cowboys eliminating Green Bay 35-9 and setting an NFL playoff record with a 94-yard touchdown pass from Troy Aikman to Alvin Harper. The bad news for the Cowboys, Emmitt Smith aggravated that hamstring injury and left the game in the first half. As far as we know, did not return.
That's real bad news. Dallas needs Emmitt Smith to win.
A reminder tonight on NBC, it's all new episodes of Earth 2 and Sequest, followed by the network television premiere of Ricochet. That's starting at 7, 6 Central here on NBC. So stay with us on the Peacock tonight. Brian Cox was not happy on that 4th down field goal setup as he came out of the game, whether it was the fact that he just didn't want to come out, but he had some emotional words with Tom Olivadotti, the defensive coordinator, who just calmly said, hey, it's all right. Joe Green was there too.
Yeah, that's the best way to deal with Brian Cox. Calmly, coolly, let him settle down and keep that emotion inside.
John Carney, short, and to Irving Spikes. He sees a crease and is hit at the 30-yard line. Spikes from Northeast Louisiana, same school that produced Dan Humphries.
Dick, this was they were about to attempt a field goal here, and Brian Cox throws his helmet down. I think Miami had 12 men on the field, and as Brian Cox goes to the sideline, that's Tom Olivadotti, the defensive coordinator. As you say, Tom, very calm, very cool, very collected. Brian Cox has done a great job moving from outside linebacker to inside linebacker. I think he's playing it on instinct. First year there, he didn't know how to play middle linebacker, but he plays.
2:38 left in the half, and Marino and Miami with a 14-6 lead. Screen it to Spikes. Or check that, Aaron Craver. It's Craver, and he's out for about 4 yards before Richard and Harper can make the stop.
And now, Dick, 2:25 to go. Miami's already setting up for the 2-minute warning here. They're already in their 2-minute offense, trying to stay at the line of scrimmage, get more points. San Diego's been very generous with the opportunities for Miami.
Craver in the backfield, re-signed by Miami when Byers was injured. Marino underneath. Craver again. Fights to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 at the 2-minute warning. Been like to be on the same team with a Dan Marino. Kenny Anderson.
No, I had a chance. Greg Cook, before he got hurt, he could have been Dan Marino, but there's been nobody since Joe Namath to throw the ball with the velocity and the release like Dan Marino.
Marino has hit 9 in a row. He has his Dolphins in front 14-6. And he faces 3rd and 2. Hand off to Spikes. The second, Craver again, and Craver has the 1st down. Aaron Craver. Here's a man that was released, and Don Shula said, I couldn't believe that no one picked him up. He was sitting out there, and we needed someone, and Byers went down, and Craver producing.
Big block by Keith Jackson coming from the outside. Craver, a big weightlifter, a very strong running back.
Underneath, and it's to McDuffie, close to another 1st down at the San Diego 42.
And Dick,
43 they mark it.
You can't give Dan Marino and Miami these chances. It's just suicide.
Batted in the air by Junior Seau. So Seau, filtering his way through, almost deflected that one to himself.
I got Junior on a blitz. He recognizes what's coming, and watch the athletic ability here. Gets around the blocker, hands up quickly. Oh, it's one hand. That could have been the play to turn the tide here.
Marino's string of 10 straight completions snapped there by Seau. It took an all-pro to do it.
Now 3 plays in the huddle. 2 he calls, 1 an automatic. In 1 minute and 13 seconds, try to get as much yardage as he can here.
Miami has 2 timeouts left. And now only 1. They got the time before a delay of game penalty. So the Dolphins saved the 5 yards, but have only 1.
Wait a minute.
Prior to the goal timeout.
No, actually, make it in time.
Actually, that's a plus.
It is.
It really is, because it's 3rd now and 6, and you still have 2 timeouts.
So the ball marked back at the 48-yard line. Eric Castle, an extra defensive back in for San Diego. That's the first Miami penalty of a well-played half, both sides. 6. Oh, what a catch by Irving Fryer. Oh, raising the level of play, and Fryer making a sliding, diving grab in front of Darren Carrington for 24 yards.
And how about the read and throw by Marino? He throws it where it can't be intercepted. It can only be completed, or it's an incomplete pass.
Lots of time again, and another good catch by Keith Jackson. Open at the 16, and then the timeout called by Marino with 42 seconds left. And because they saved the timeout on the delay of game penalty, they still have one remaining.
Absolutely. They could use the entire width of the field. But here's the big completion to Irving Fryer. He's looking down the field, finding a receiver, that quick release. And Fryer makes the catch. You know, interesting, in talking to Dan Marino, he said that when he went to the University of Pittsburgh, Jackie Sherrill was his head coach. Jackie Sherrill said to him, son, don't let any coach ever mess with your delivery. They can tell you anything. They can do anything with you. Don't let them mess with your delivery.
And remember what Fryer told us midseason? He said that Marino, with that injury and the fact that he sat out last year and realized that time is short, age is getting him like it gets everyone, that he's playing with a vengeance this year, and I'm the beneficiary.
Oh, no question about it. And look at the numbers. The difference in touchdowns to interceptions. 76, 143 more. Joe Montana, 133 more touchdowns to interceptions. On the all-time list, the quarterbacks want wins and they want points. And Marino has been one of the best.
2nd and 2. That's Leslie O'Neal shouting something to his teammates. They're not going to get it all.
That's 2 timeouts in a row. That's 2 timeouts in a row.
Delay.
Offense.
That's twice now the officials have helped him. They gave him the timeout on the other one. They don't let him have it here. That would have been a penalty.
So they still have the 1 timeout. 42 seconds left. The key to this game, if you're just joining us, each team has been inside the 20. San Diego twice, 2 field goals. Miami twice, 2 touchdowns, and they're inside the 20 again.
Miami is charged with delay. They cannot call consecutive timeouts.
Yeah, you're right on that, Bob Trumpy. And Don Shula, member of the Rules Committee, knew it as well.
Yeah, there's you say inside the 20, and I think it's more what San Diego's done to themselves inside the 20 that's resulted in those field goals.
Really doesn't matter. They got the 5-yard penalty. They still have a timeout left. Marino going for 6. Off the fingertips of Irving Fryer, but I believe the Chargers were guilty of an illegal chuck. Darian Gordon on that left corner again. The spotlight on him along with Eric Castle. Automatic first down, Miami. .37 seconds left.
Holding. 21. Defense. First down.
Only 3 San Diego penalties, 2 on Darian Gordon.
There's Darian Gordon right there. You see he grabs the jersey of Irving Fryer, probably very smart.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown
No
otherwise.
question.
That was just enough to hold him.
Yep, they'll take the penalty. Clock is on their side here with 37 to go.
Miami trying to build on its 14-6 lead. Seau on the blitz. Jackson turned one way to pass the other, and Stanley Richard has to be talking to himself the way Jackson's turning him around.
Blitz run by San Diego junior Seau. They also had safeties on the blitz. Eric Castle. Watch all the blitzing. And here's Keith Jackson. Again, fakes the out and up, and Richard buys it. Marino throws that to the inside. It's a completion, but there was so much pressure coming, he had to get rid of it.
Marino with 190 yards in this first half. Guns this one complete. Touchdown! Mike Williams, who did not have a touchdown all season long.
can't give Dan Marino those opportunities. He just will eat you alive.
16 yards as Marino has thrown for his third touchdown in the half. And Mike Williams will take that one home. His first ever, I believe, Miami touchdown in this his fourth season. Boyanovich makes it 21-6.
Again, excellent job by the offensive line first, giving him time. Here's the slant pattern run, and again, Marino with that quick delivery. When he gets that thing up and ready to go, bam, it's gone. The defensive back has no chance to recover from any mistake that he makes. Watch Marino's eyes. He knows where he's going. He puts his rear end into it. Williams makes the catch. This was awful easy. This was entirely easy. Watch the defensive back kind of back off of the receiver. You see, it looks like it's a little kick. They're going to the outside, and Marino chooses the inside guy, and he's wide open. Yeah.
70 yards in 9 plays. 2 minutes, 20 seconds for Marino to get number 3, and that touchdown changes the whole thinking of this game going into the locker room. Now you don't go for field goal.
Yeah.
Coming up, it's the Domino's Pizza NFL Live halftime report with Greg Gumbel, Mike Ditka, and Joe Gibbs on tap. First half analysis of this game, a live interview with that terrific quarterback in Pittsburgh, Rod Woodson, and the national finals of the Gatorade Punt Pass and Kick competition, featuring the first female to ever make it to the national finals, and she's good. 12-year-old Kendra Wecker from Kansas.
Yeah, she had mom and dad here watching. They were really cheering from the end zone for Kendra.
How's that for second quarter numbers for Dan Marino?
And Dick, there are times when you can draw up any defense you want. You can have as gifted a defensive back as you want. When he's in the zone, and he has been for the last 2 weeks, you can't stop it. You absolutely cannot stop him. I mean, San Diego starts the game banging him. They get him on the ground, a couple of hits. He's so tough inside. Comes back like he's had all day and just stands there and tears them apart.
And they stopped him, forced Miami to punt the first 2 possessions, but the 3 Miami opportunities since have gone for 3 touchdowns, all Marino passes, 2 to Jackson and 1 now to infrequently used Mike Williams. They skid the kick off Culver's hands, and it goes to Ronnie Harmon. And Harmon fights out to the 37-yard line, and Stan Humphries has 21 seconds to try to do something special to cut into what now is a sizable Miami lead.
They're almost to the point now where they can't concede any downs here in the first half. They got to try a Hail Mary, a hook and lateral, anything to get the ball down the field.
Well, the pattern this playoffs has been home team, and basically home team favorite and home team winning by a sizable margin. But Miami turning that around thus far, 21-6.
And San Diego's done it to themselves.
Chargers have all 3 timeouts left. And down goes Humphries. Marco Coleman with a sack. He had 6 in the regular season, and he has been harassing Humphrey and the Chargers more than any of the Miami defenders.
And Dick, this was just a 3-man rush.
The Dolphins not renowned for their sacks, 29 total this year. And the average in the league is 40.8. So they're sacking the sack.
Small sack they did this season.
That playoff creativity is here.
When you give them time, they'll come up with stuff. You don't know what, but they'll come up with stuff.
John Paratis, our producer, director John Gonzalez. Good to have Tommy Roy, NBC's executive producer of sports, with us today in San Diego.
Dick, when San Diego goes in at halftime, they're going to kick themselves, absolutely kick themselves for the opportunities they've missed.
Again, a 3-man rush. Underneath to the 40-yard line, a gain of 11, and timeout with 11 seconds left. Reminder again tonight, it's all new episodes of Earth 2 and Sequence. I don't wonder that Earth 2, we might see Marino on there the way he's going. He's in his own orbit, followed by the network television premiere of Ricochet. That starts at 7, 6 Central here on NBC.
Marino's definitely not an alien, but he does play at a much higher level.
And I don't think we can underplay one bit what Marino has gone through this year. The disappointment to know in summer camp that Achilles just wasn't right.
Yeah.
And it didn't get one bit better, he said, all season long. Never got better.
As a matter of fact, that's the brace he wears on his ankle. When you look at his calf, I mean, it's puny. It's pathetic. I mean, he has to really protect himself when he's out there. And he can't run much. He can barely walk. He can certainly throw. Oh.
Humphries downfield. Intercepted. Picked off by Smith. Frankie Smith. And he's tackled at the 40-yard line as the first half comes to an end. And appropriately, it ends on another Miami play. And the enthusiastic fans in San Diego send their team off the field with a chorus of boos.
Stan Humphries is trying to make a big play here, Dick. He chooses the real deep receiver when the intermediate receiver, Mark Say, was open. And then Frankie Smith runs out the half, just running across the field.
Smith from Baylor, who did not have an interception all season, so they're all in the act. And Miami with Marino leads 21-6 at the break. Let's go to Greg Gumbel in New York.
This is the Domino's Pizza NFL Live halftime report, brought to you by Domino's Pizza. When it's got to be good and it's got to be now, it's got to be Domino's.
And well, here both teams over 200 total yards. Dolphins almost all of it in the air, and the Chargers pounding away on the ground.
Yeah, the Chargers have 123 yards rushing the football in the first half, but I don't know what happened to them inside the 10. They had 8 snaps inside the 10, Dick, and got 6 points. I mean, they just abandoned the running game for some reason, and I don't think that was a very intelligent thing to do. It's also a bad message to the rest of the San Diego Chargers. We think we got to finesse them down on the goal line.
Well, this first possession of the second half is so critical for San Diego. Means plows for about 6. Let's go down to John Dockery.
You know, Dick, Bobby Ross said the same thing. He said, we can move the ball on offense here. We just have to make a bigger plays. But he was more concerned about the defense. He was very direct and very forthright. He said, hey, we're going to play more man-to-man. We're going to blitz. We got to get to Marino and get him out of the zone. Don Shula on the other side of the ball. I said, what about the first half, Coach? Hey, there was one word, Marino. He's making every right decision. Back to you, Dick.
Okay, Doc. Second down and 4. Humphries underneath to Harmon. Tackled at the 40. First down, San Diego. Let's check the 2 quarterbacks, Marino and Humphries.
And Dick, remember, the game started with a lot of contact on Marino, but 17 of 24 for 3 touchdowns. And Stan Humphries just 8 of 17. He's not been able to get the ball down the field. The 1 interception, that at the end of the half.
Keith Jackson, 6 catches, 2 for score. Sean Jefferson leading San Diego with a 2 somewhat meaningless scratch. First down at the 40 for Humphries. Into the flat, Means. Whoa! Trying to take his head off, and Means just ducks under it and gains 5.
Well, that time you saw Brian Cox at least stick his arms out there to try to make the tackle. The little swing pass to Means, well thrown by Stan Humphries, but Means not tall. Brian Cox almost goes over the top of it.
The hidden head trick by Natron.
What an athlete. Both. Pick one. You could start a franchise with either one of them, Means or Brian Cox.
The enemy now in the backfield. The enemy gets the ball. Flag down. The enemy into Miami territory with a first down if Aubrey Beavers makes the tackle. Holding San Diego.
Yeah, when the referee throws the flag and it's not a pass, you know it's holding. And Johnny Greer threw the flag.
Holding, 53, offense, still second down.
Courtney Hall, the center. regarded as the leader of that offensive line for the Chargers.
Here's Courtney Hall. He's got Klingbeil on his nose. Oh, he kind of grabs a hold of it. I don't know. He kind of stuck his arm up around Klingbeil's leg. Chuck ran right through it.
Have a mystery hold there. Rodney Culver makes his first appearance, rarely used. Humphries to Culver. Skips out of one tackle, and he's on his way to the 45 of Miami. Good running by Culver. They had him for a short gain and kicked free for an 18-yard pickup.
San Diego comes with, Miami comes with a blitz. Culver avoids Brian Cox. Solomon should make the tackle, no question about that, but a missed tackle, and that's been something that's hurt Miami the last couple of 3 weeks. Again, Cox, he runs the game. Culver slips right by him, and then nice pickup. San Diego, you're right, Dick. This drive means the game. We're in it or we're home.
Stepped out at the 47. Swing it the other way to Means. And Means bumped out by Michael Stewart at the 42-yard line, a gain of 5. Boy, that's almost unfair to give Means a running start with a ball, lead him like that right into a defensive back.
And not what defensive backs dream sweet dreams about. They're more nightmares.
So Means has contributed over 100 yards total, 85 rushing and 16 on 3 catches. 101 day so far for Means. 12 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Humphries, a lot of time, finally dumps it off. And it's Alfred Papunu, short yards, and perhaps just did get to the line of scrimmage. Stan Humphries has gone through a painful season, injured hip, a sprained ankle, a sprained knee, and a dislocated left elbow being the most serious, and he's still wearing a brace on that elbow that was dislocated mid-year.
Yeah, upper arm, this is where the lower arm goes. He said, I'm now comfortable with it, but when he first got it, he couldn't really hold the ball where he normally does just before he threw it, so he was a little rusty there for a while.
Big 3rd and 5, and Humphries has converted only one today. He guns it wide open. Mark Say inside the 30. Cox made the tackle. 14-yard play.
Dick, I sensed that Boss Ross at halftime probably put some teeth marks on some folks. So the offense here is a lot crisper. They're running more precise patterns. Protection is a little better for Stan Humphries. It's just a darn shame that it took him so long to get the wake-up call here. And Tom Olivedati on the side here. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Who's got that man in coverage?
Well, you can hear those blockers popping pads, and it took half the defense to finally drag down Means. The last man there was Cox.
Dick, for a young guy, Means is only 22 years old. Watch the patience he has here. He allows the guard and tackle to get out in front of him. See the little skip steps? Finds the little slot, a little crack, the little seam, gets up through there, runs through the tackle of Brian Cox. Very gifted runner, been 240 pounds since he was a sophomore in college, so knows how to carry that weight.
Means met in the hole. Fine hit by Baron Craig Vesey, who wants very much to go on next Sunday because he would then face his former teammates, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Now they kind of alternate the defensive tackles here for Miami. Here's Vesey right here, does an excellent job of getting around the block. They try to double team him with the center and the guard, fights through both and makes the tackle.
Another 3rd and long for Humphries, and Ronnie Harmon comes in. He's flanked out to the left. Good drive for Humphries. He needs another good throw. Arnold's long, wide open is Harmon. Broken up at the last minute by Gene Atkins. What a play by Atkins. Got there just in time.
He played it beautifully.
That looked to be a perfectly timed throw by Humphries as Harmon broke clear.
That was the out and up. That's what Keith Jackson scored on for Miami, so San Diego said, all right, we'll try it. Now on 4th down and 7.
This is where that touchdown by Marino at the end of the half changed the course of the game. To go 14-6, they go for the field goal here. Over the middle, complete the save. And he's inside the 10.
Now this is where it's dangerous for San Diego. We're going to go back to the Ronnie Harmon missed reception. You see the out and up. Gene Atkins does an excellent job. Just gets his head around to knock this ball away at the last possible second. Then the choice on 4th down. Say runs the delay inside. Good protection. Nice pickup.
1st and goal from the 9. Means maybe a yard. Tim Bowens, that 317-pound rookie from Mississippi, who was named the NFL's top defensive rookie on that tackle.
Excuse me. Here's the situation. Now, you normally have your 5 or 6 best goal line plays printed out on computer. You've decided on Tuesday or Wednesday what you're going to do. And it certainly appears there's Ralph Friesen, the offensive coordinator. Their choice to this point has been to finesse Miami in this situation. It has not worked.
Another long drive, time consuming, but no points yet. Papunu, no, not there. Covered well by Brian Cox.
Well, deja vu all over again.
Aubrey Beavers, second, was the man who took Papunu. And it just appeared at the start of that play, the Humphreys' body language was saying, I'm not quite sure what you want here.
Well, certainly when you've had 8 snaps in the first half inside the 10-yard line and get just 2 field goals, you'd certainly think to start the second half, there's got to be something that they can do.
This allows Don Shula to send in his dollar defense, 7 DBs. Marco Coleman getting a breather. Ronnie Harmon, the only back. They screen it to Harmon. Can't get in. Down at the 1. Oh, my. The pressure on Bobby Ross.
Yeah,
He's got to go for it.
Absolutely. Rocket hit goes in, number 34. Steve Hendrickson.
Could be the game if Miami can stop them here on 4th and goal at the 1. Humphreys, who has led this drive with 8 completions. He had only 8 the whole first half. Means with Hendrickson in front of him. Means can he get outside? Is he in? No, they stopped him just shy. Miami, look at him come off the bench.
Dick, watch Coleman. Number 90 for Miami. First of all, Webster makes him go outside a little deeper. Coleman, 90, makes the hit.
Today, along with Eagle Vision, we're here with baseball umpire Bill Morgan. What do you think?
I like Vision's aggressive styling. A nice wide stance, too.
Yeah, you want to
Hey, Webster, 79, keeps Means going outside. Coleman makes the hit, but he loses control of the football. And does it hit the ground before it hits the cone?
Well, it doesn't matter. It hit the pylon. The pylon is part of the end zone, and that should be a touchback for Miami. Not so ruled. Dolphins will start at the 1-yard line. It would appear they should start at the 20, hitting it backfield. That's going to be a safety if he didn't get out. No, they're going to mark it just out of the end zone.
How'd you do that? Parmalee, you can see him lying on the ground.
Now they say yes. The linesman across the way was marking it in the field of play. Reuben Davis threw his 320 pounds into the center, and finally the Chargers get something out of being inside the 20.
Davis is able to stand up. Dellenbach, yeah, there's no question. The same rules apply to a ball coming out of the end zone as going in the end zone. It's the outside line of the goal line. So that was, in fact, the safety. 2 points, and San Diego will get the ball back.
So it's 21-8, and the free kick by the Dolphins from their own 20-yard line.
Some momentum. Some momentum.
Ruby Doobie Davis from North Carolina. He and Sean Lee are now playing side by side in that defensive line. Both drafted in '88 by Tampa Bay and now happy teammates in San Diego.
Here at Bud Bowl's second quarter, Bud Light's moving the ball. Dropping back. He can't find anyone. He's looking. He's going deep.
Hope he brings back some blood.
At the half, Bud Light leads Budweiser 21-14. Get your Bud Bowl game card where you buy Bud and Bud Light for your chance to win $1 million.
Iggy, man, you're getting way too into this.
How incredible are these savings at your Eagle dealer? We'll find out today at the home of Mike Stocker. It's been 12 straight hours of television for Mike. Mike! In a minute, dear. Watch this.
Now get up to $1,100 off Eagle Vision TSI with a 24-valve V6, available traction control, leather-trimmed seats, and CD player. Hurry in while they last.
Boy, I'd like to take the Eagle test drive. The car's right outside. Oh, thought he'd never leave.
All over the world, when people are late, you're guaranteed to hear excuses.
The alarm clock broke.
Mein Goldfisch ist gestorben.
At UPS, however, we guarantee we'll be on time. In fact, we guarantee on-time delivery to hundreds of cities around the world or your money back. So while you might hear, you'll never hear it from us.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Eagle. Test drive an Eagle Vision at your local Eagle dealer. By the American Express card. Don't leave home without it. And by UPS, the official package delivery company of the NFL.
A hole in the weather storm. Sunshiny Sunday with heavy rains forecast for the next 3 days in Southern California. And the Thunderbolts of San Diego. Reuben Davis tackling Parmalee for a safety to make it 21-8. And they're really icing Marino. 6:54 left in the third. He still has yet to get on the field. And now San Diego gets it on the free kick punt. Andre Coleman to the 45-yard line. We'll take a break here at 6:45 in the third. San Diego back with the ball.
KFC presents the Colonel's Playbook. In last week's wild card game, the Packers faced 4th and goal. Will they kick a field goal, try a run, or throw a pass?
Okay, we're kicking off the KFC Value Challenge. What are we eating here, Phil?
Nachos, chips, salsa.
Oh, how festive. You know, Phil, for less money, you could get the Super Bucket Mega Meal from KFC. Your choice of chicken, fried or roasted.
Hot wings.
Mashed potatoes, gravy.
Coleslaw.
You bet. Biscuits, beans.
Chocolate chip cake.
What's the damage? $14.99.
For all this?
Yeah.
Ah, look at all this.
The Value Challenge. Get more meal for your money at KFC. Guaranteed.
Kick, run, or pass. On 4th and goal, the Packers called a run.
They are going to go for it. Here's Favre in the handoff. They go to the left side. Touchdown. Dorsey 11. Wow. And the Packers have gone out in front.
The winning call from the Colonel's Playbook.
No matter if you like it mild and sweet, or if your favorite foods are hot and they're spicy, Coca-Cola Classic fits every mood. With every kind of food, there's always Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola, always Coca-Cola.
Next Sunday, it's the AFC Championship game. The Pittsburgh Steelers host today's winner. Coverage kicks off at noon Eastern with NFL Live. Next Sunday on NBC.
San Diego back with the ball, trailing 21-8. Have had 4 very long drives, keeping the ball away from Marino, but not productive. Only 6 points out of those drives, but they get 2 on the safety. Just back on clarification, Jerry Seaman, the head of officials in the NFL, pointing out that on 4th down, you can't fumble forward down inside the 10-yard line, and so the ball was marked where he fumbled it at the 1, and had that been a 3rd down play at the pylon, it would have been a touchback. Rodney Culver not used that often as the setback. And the former Colt gets only a yard at that before Michael Stewart comes up from safety. Culver carried the ball only 8 times all season. Makes you wonder why Means isn't in there.
This is the counter play run by San Diego. Davis 73 pulls, but Stewart goes outside the blocking. This is a critical series now for the Miami defense. They just faced a 15-play drive, took 1 play off, and they're now back out there on the football field.
Culver and Harmon, with Harmon slotted right. Draw to Culver, and he only gets a couple more. Flag down at the end of the play. Marco Coleman made the tackle, assisted by Larry Webster. Johnny Greer, one of the NFL's best.
Face mask, number 90, defense. 5 yards, repeat second down.
5 yards is the inadvertent face mask. Yeah, he does. Whoa, wait a minute. That's a pretty strong tug there. And just give him the 5 yards, but he was putting a little pressure on that.
2nd down and 2 for San Diego at the Miami 46.5. Means still on the sidelines. 2nd and short. Humphreys hit from behind and down at the 48. Boy, that Marco Coleman has had a game. Coleman gets the sack again.
He's on Harry Swain, the offensive left tackle. Coleman, who played for Bobby Ross at Georgia Tech. Here it should be coming right at you. Coleman has probably improved more than anybody on that defensive line. Nice. Set him up to the outside, comes back to the inside, makes the sack.
Yeah, that Coleman clan used to working well on Sunday in the Dayton, Ohio area. His dad's a Baptist minister. Third down and 8. Humphreys to the sidelines. Good. Sean Jefferson with a first down. Tough play. Boy, we have seen some outstanding receptions on both sides.
And when he needs it, Stan Humphreys has got a strong arm, and this is certainly an example of that. This is a long, deep out. And Jefferson comes back for the football. Frankie Smith, 29, is the man in coverage. Certainly enough for the first down. Well done. Boy, there's life in the Chargers.
Time called here with 5 minutes exactly left in the 3rd quarter, and the Miami Dolphins yet to get the ball on offense but for 1 play, and that was the safety Parmley tackled in his own end zone. We can only speculate as to what this conference is all about. Was he down by contact? Perhaps was the reason for it. It appeared that Smith did make contact as he made the dive on Jefferson.
It was just kind of a touch of the sock, but there was contact.
We have a first down. There was no down by contact on the initial player.
Another big plus for Sean Jefferson there.
Let's see, this will be a better angle.
Watch the arm. Well, maybe he did just swipe by his leg and not touch him, but knowing that you can get up in the NFL, it turns it into a first down for San Diego.
At the Miami 35-yard line. Humphreys missing on only 1 throw in the 2nd half. All this with Means on the bench. Culver. Rodney Culver to the 30. Gain of 5 before Aubrey Beavers can make the stop. Culver released by the Indianapolis Colts this year and signed by San Diego as a backup. One of the world's most enduring symbols, the Goodyear Blimp Eagle, based in Carson, California, been providing these beautiful aerial shots so many years. 1995, in fact, marks the 70th consecutive year that a Goodyear Blimp has flown over a major sporting event. What a day to be up there above beautiful San Diego. Means returns. I guess you could say Humphreys is the Ways and Natron is the Means.
Definitely the Means.
Meanwhile, Marino said, when's my turn?
Yeah, come on. Gentlemen, they pay me a lot of money to play, not watch.
Like a cat out there in the San Diego Zoo. Marino encaged on that far sidelines. Pacing.
Give me a chance. Come on, defense.
They're going to. Well, it's always nice to see some of the former announcers pictured here.
I wondered who you were going to say.
Well, our boss is here. I had to be careful. That's shy of a first down. Now, the safety changes the mathematics of this game in an interesting way. Just thinking ahead, should San Diego have to face field goal again, then Ross could say, well, 3 more makes it 21-11. That's back onto a touchdown field goal, 10-point game.
But I think he's kind of got a roll going here with the safety and the 2 points and now the ball possession. This again is 4-down area.
So Hendrickson comes in as the blocking back in front of Means. Means over the top for the first down.
Now, well, Dick, there were 2 instances in the first half where that play would have scored in the goal line. Touchdown, not field goal.
That wouldn't have been against that exact defense, would it?
Now, don't... Dick, I'm trying to make a point here. Come on.
Forget I said it. Okay. Just go ahead.
Okay. Next time they get down inside the 5-yard line, I would suggest that play.
Justifies the means, and Means would justify the end. 94 yards for him today. Less than 3 minutes left in the third. Means again.
Hey, get me!
Got a blocker. He slashes, carries, dives, touchdown! Oh, my! That is a football run. 24 yards.
Dick, I think there's still some discussion as to whether or not he got in the end zone. Touchdown.
And signal touchdown right on the goal line, and so it is confirmed.
It's the counter. Davis and Jonathan, 74. Watch Means stay with it. First contact made. J.B. Brown, again, poor tackling by Miami. Last couple of 3 weeks, it's cost them again a player not wrapping up a ball carrier, and he's allowed to get in the end zone. That is an all-pro play right there. Whoa, his foot is out of bounds. Oh, his foot is out of bounds.
It should have been marked at the 1. Harney for the extra point.
Dick, his foot is way out of bounds. Next step.
Actually, the 2-yard line. The official that called the touchdown now really wiped out by Means, who took care of most everyone on the field.
With up to 210 horsepower, it's got power to spare. Introducing the all-new 1995 Eclipse from Mitsubishi. The new thinking in automobiles.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you forever.
In the eyes of his father. In the heart of his lover. In the envy of his brother. He stood alone and became legend. Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, Legends of the Fall, rated R.
Now at select theaters, starts at Divisional theaters Friday.
Okay, this is a message for you and you and you about getting them and her to buy you a computer. Because you can't just throw one in the shopping cart when they aren't looking. Now, the thing you'll notice right away about this new computer is this, and this, and this. But the thing to stress to them is this, and this, and this. Even though this one doesn't cost much more than computers that aren't and don't and won't. Oh, and did I mention it can talk?
I am Aptiva.
And sing and dance?
I am Aptiva.
All right, we're working on it.
The NFL on NBC is brought to you by Mitsubishi, the new thinking in automobiles.
We welcome you back. This crowd on its feet celebrating the 9-point drive for San Diego. Safety, free kick, and then Natron Means taking over. He had 35 yards of that drive, even though Miami will argue that he was a couple yards shy of the 35. Carney to McDuffie. Nice move by McDuffie. Bumped out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Let's go back to the Means questionable touchdown.
There's no J.B. Brown is hanging on to him. That's Solomon that hits him. And there's the right foot out of bounds. And with the Chargers' inability to get the ball in, first and goal from the 2. I mean, that's why Miami's complaining so much. And the complaints are led by Tom Olivadotti when he saw it on the big board. That wasn't even close. What did they used to call that? Instant replay?
This is a Goodyear Aqua Tread with a 60,000-mile warranty, and this is a bucket.
In this third quarter. Defense on the field. Some 12 minutes of the third. 2:34 left in the period. Marino from his own 31. Finds an open man. First down. O.J. McDuffie. First pass in almost an hour thrown by Dan Marino.
And man, can he silence a crowd. On the road. It's been a long time since a guy silences a crowd like Dan Marino.
33 seconds. Miami's had the ball here in this quarter.
Well, these two units certainly fresh. Miami offense, San Diego defense.
First down at the 44. Marino gets it off to Jackson, and Jackson chopped down by Darian Gordon just shy of midfield. O'Neal almost got to Marino that time.
Jackson obviously been a big receiver today in the game plan. Watching the ball snap releases, former buddies down in Little Rock, Arkansas, just kind of hangs around Leslie O'Neal there, and then Marino somehow gets him the ball. Pressure all over Marino. He's still able to make the completion.
Yes, O'Neal and Keith Jackson were members of the Sunset Tigers in Little Rock as 8- and 9-year-olds. Rare run. They've not been able to move the ball well on the ground, and they're shy of the first down with Parmalee carrying to the 49-yard line. O'Neal makes the stop along with Dwayne Harper.
Nice little delay run here by Miami. You're going to see the guard pull. Widener gets out in front. Excellent job also of blocking by James Saxon. But San Diego's defense, this is the biggest third down so far today, Dick.
That's where Marino has been so tough to stop. He was 4 for 5 on third downs in the first half. 4 wide receivers. Batted down. John Perella picked up when released by the Buffalo Bills. A flag is down. And Miami will get a first. No, it's against the Dolphins. The way the Charger bench jumped up, I think they thought they were called for an illegal shot. Bobby Ross was about to leap out to the hash mark.
Perella makes the, he gets his hand in the air. He is an unlikely hero.
Illegal hand to the face. Number 69, offense is declined. 4th down.
Keith Sims, the left guard.
He hasn't made many mistakes in his professional career. Here's Sims right here. It's on Perella too. Perella, I mean, Sims pushes him into the spot where he knocks the ball out of the air.
John Kidd, tremendously high kick that Gordon signals fair catch at the 10-yard line. 38-yard punt. There's a flag down at the 50.
Oh.
So the Chargers undoubtedly, rather than start at the 10, will let Kidd have another chance.
Sure.
Kidd was released after some 4 years with San Diego this year as they signed Brian Wagner, and Kidd was around for several weeks trying out, and then he finally...
Holding, 85, offense. Will penalize 10 yards and re-kick.
Ronnie Williams, and Kidd then finally replaced veteran Jim Arnold, who was cut by Shula.
They have to punt again, and they punt to Darian Gordon, one of the game's best punt returners. So another advantage here for San Diego.
In fact, the Chargers had the best AFC punt return record, led by Gordon's 13.2-yard average, 2 touchdowns. The return is on. Another great Warwick kid who lives in Del Mar, inspired by the chance to come home, and this one goes into the end zone. So it amounts to a 10-yard penalty against Miami, as San Diego will start from the 20 instead of from the 10-yard line. Well, with the professional football season growing toward the Super Bowl, basketball is with us, and we have an NBA doubleheader for you 2 weeks from today. First, the defending NBA champions, Olajuwon and company, the Rockets against Scottie Pippen and the Bulls, followed by a dream matchup when Shaq and the Magic meet Barkley and the Suns. Coverage begins. NBA showtime, 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 here in the West on Sunday, January 22nd, the week before the Super Bowl. 4 seconds left in the quarter, as Humphreys trailing by 6. Hands off to Culver, and Rodney Culver gets only a yard. The end of 3. Miami 21, Chargers 15. We'll be back after these messages from your local station. Pittsburgh Steelers next Sunday. We open at the 21-yard line. San Diego 2nd and 9. In that third quarter, Miami had the ball for only 4 plays, 21 yards. San Diego 24 plays, 126 yards. Humphreys underneath the line. Tackled at the 26, a 5-yard gain. Jesse Solomon and Michael Stewart. It'll be 3rd and 4.
This is the young man, Ronnie Harmon, who creates lots of problems for lots of defenses. Miami's choice here is zone. Humphreys hits him. Excellent job there by the linebacker, just making sure he has no out to run. We'll give him the 5 or 6 yards. Got to slow San Diego down here.
3 wideouts, Jefferson, Martin, and Say. Say in motion. And then they give to Harmon. They crossed up Miami and had the first down. They gave them that pass look and hand off to Harmon.
That's right. And when Miami goes with the nickel package, there's one less linebacker in there to make the tackle. You see the 4-man front. Davis does a good job of kicking out, but they're all defensive backs there. So it's kind of it's a real problem for Miami to match up personnel right when Ronnie Harmon is in there.
We call that regular Ronnie.
Regular Ronnie. Now the first half it was irregular Ronnie. Now they're getting regular Ronnie functioning here.
Rodney Culver. And the Dolphins stack him up after a short gain. Marco Coleman again and Brian Cox. Boy, that Coleman has played some games.
Yes, he has. I think he's trying to show off for his former head coach, Bobby Ross, a guy he likes a great deal, and Bobby Ross has great things to say about Marco Coleman.
They thought they could run to that side, to Coleman's side, who's, you know, the lighter of those defensive linemen, more of that stand-up defensive end than a power guy. 2nd and 8. Culver again. It'll be 3rd and 4 and a late flag thrown. And it looks like face mask against Miami. That would give a first down.
Face mask, 53, defense. 5 yards, replay the 2nd down.
Dick, when you looked at Don Shula, I think he's beginning to see a fatigued defense now. 53 Beavers. And he gets a hint. I couldn't really pick it out there, but nevertheless, the 5 yards. But that opening drive of the second half by San Diego, 15 plays, they don't score. Put the defense back out there on the field again. They do score.
They get the safety. Perhaps the key play in this entire game for San Diego was the safety. Penalty takes it out to the 41 and the first down.
And Dick, to think as poorly as San Diego played in the first half, the missed opportunities to be 6 down.
But they didn't play poorly. They just didn't score.
Well,
they gained a lot of yards. They showed that they could move the ball.
They made poor choices.
All right.
Missed opportunities. And to be just 6 points down, darn lucky.
That's Culver. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. And this is an interesting move by Bobby Ross. Culver, just a sparing contributor throughout the regular season, suddenly playing a major role in this critical game to get to the Final Four.
Yeah, they've intermixed not only Culver but also Bieniemy. They've had Ronnie Harmon in the backfield trying to keep everybody fresh. This is a team that is a power football team that's won a lot of games in the fourth quarter. Maybe keeping Means fresh for this part of the game is exactly what Bobby Ross's plan was.
He's in there on 2nd and 5. He got 3 yards out of nothing there,
yeah.
close to the 50. It'll be 3rd and a short 2. Time of possession, second half.
San Diego played the third quarter. That's absolutely amazing.
Bobby Ross couldn't have scripted it better to keep it out of Marino's hands.
You're right. Now, what we have to look for here is the beginning of poor tackling by Miami. That's where that fatigue begins to show. Broken tackles by Means and other San Diego Chargers.
Means needs just 2 more yards for 100. Flag down, and Means stopped short of the first down. Good defensive pursuit by the Dolphins. Running well to the ball and led by number 95, Tim Bowens, the rookie.
They were also running at Coleman, but Bowens appears he's the one that got held, Dick.
Now Cox is saying, you want me to decline it? It's 4th and 1.
No, I think they go for it 4th and 1.
Yeah,
they're declining.
Shula says, make him play.
Holding 72. Offense is declined. 4th down.
Oh, Bobby Ross told us yesterday, he said, I'm going to have to take some chances on 4th and short, but not this time. He said basically defined it by inside the 50. Well, they're a ball shy, a length shy of that spot. He figures now in a 6-point game, try to pin Marino deep. Wagner sends it high. Fair catch, McDuffie at the 15-yard line. So Dan Marino will take the field with less than 11 to go on the 4th. He's been sacked once, hurried 3 times, 3 deflections, and 5 knockdowns, but he's been good on 19 of 27, 3 touchdowns today. Comes out firing to the 20-yard line. O.J. McDuffie, who has been a prime target underneath. That's his 4th catch. Harper and Seau with a stop.
Again, now this Miami offense inside the 40-yard line here. Very conservative. They're more than happy to take the quick slants. They don't want the turnover here. Gary Stevens, the quarterback coach. Bernie Kosar on the sideline. Dan Marino. I don't know what they're doing in situations like this. Just make sure of the completion.
Second and 4. Again, another short pass to Parmalee. That looks to be good enough for a first down at the 25. His first catch. Seau and Gibson with the tackle. San Diego Chargers, 3rd in the league in '92 when they went to the playoffs, and it dropped down to 32, and then this year back to 3rd. in the league.
And they could use a sack here, but the offense that Miami's using right here, you see a one sack, very short. Short drop, Marino setting, looking only at one receiver, reading the defense correctly. That's why he doesn't get sacked that much.
The chain gang is got second down back at the 20, and they made what appeared to be a first down at the 25. And so the linesman calling time. Should be first and 10. I would think at the 25 they already marked the first down.
Yeah, the officials have on their hand generally a rubber band that signifies what down it is. You see that the one guy there had it over his first finger. That signifies first down. And when in doubt, Johnny Greer doesn't have one on his hand. There, the guy on the left hand of the guy, one rubber band around the finger. Help you can get dinged, hit with an official and be
kind of the system you use to get home, isn't it? Boy, it really gets confusing when you get down to that between 3 and 4.
I have to stop and think for a moment.
9:28 left. Trying to get outside. Only a couple there, and this crowd screaming with all the hopes of an entire season on the line, and a flag is down.
Holding Miami.
Holding. 88. Offense.
Jackson.
Still first down.
Has 2 of the 3 touchdowns. Miami, normally one of the least penalized in the league. They were more guilty this year than in most seasons. Yeah, he kind of tackles Wesley O'Neal. And that's such a critical block because it's on the point of attack.
Yeah, it's hard to hook that defensive end, and that's what Keith Jackson was trying to do. So Parmalee could get outside. As you see how penalties have increased a little bit for Miami over the years. Jackson.
Wide open. And he fumbles the ball. And it's recovered by San Diego.
It looked like he threw it.
Down.
Yeah. He threw that ball. Why, I don't know.
Now, they may say down. The officials threw flags and caps at the spot where Jackson went down.
He's trying to lateral that to a receiver out on the sideline.
Forward lateral is a live ball, the same as a fumble. Ball should be San Diego's at the 40 if that's what this discussion is about.
What in the world was going through Keith Jackson's head?
We have an illegal forward pass by number 88 offense. When the ball hit the ground, it became an incomplete pass. We'll penalize 5 yards, and it's still Miami ball.
How is that different than a fumble? What?
I agree with you totally. Look, he's right here on the 30-yard line. You're going to see where the ball goes forward, and he's trying to get it to this guy out here. How can that not be ruled a fumble? I agree with you.
It's got to be a fumble. Boy, that is a weird call. What? With a whole season on the line. That's the same as if you're tackled and you give up the ball. How is that any different?
Sure, no question. It only cost them 5 yards, and they keep the ball, and it's from the end of the reception.
Oh, my.
So it's a win-win-win for Miami.
So why not do that every play? Just keep throwing the ball forward whenever in doubt. You know, that's just every time you're going to be tackled, just throw it forward, and you only get maybe a 5-yard penalty. They've got to think this one over. This can't be right.
Yeah, Jerry Seaman is here. There is an NFL observer here, and he is the top dog. Jerry Seaman.
Top man.
Top man.
Boss Ross. And that official, Johnny Greer, is looking into the eyes of a first lieutenant in the U.S. Army, a company commander of a tank division, who wants to know how in the world can that be?
Now the Chargers got a break on Means' touchdown. His foot was out of bounds. You hate for him to pay this way.
But if that is the proper call interpretation, it just seems to open up such an incredible can of worms. Why would you have a ruling in the book that rewards a team for throwing the ball forward when tackled?
And what was in the head of Keith Jackson to even try it?
Meanwhile, there's 8:43 left. Miami leads by 6. At the moment, Miami has the ball at its own 30. Unless there's an overrule here, then San Diego would get it at the 40. There's Jerry Seaman, head of officials. And since he's here, we should get somebody to him, and I'd like it if John Dockery will go.
The illegal ball pass carries a loss of down. It's second down.
Still.
They still get it on at the 30-yard line.
I have a feeling, though, if the official keeps going over to Bobby Ross, the way this is working, there's going to be more and more and more for Miami to pay.
So it'd be 2nd and 5 from the spot where they have placed it at the 30. The loss of down, it was going to be, so that what they said is that's a first down. He made the first down, and then it's like that forward pass makes it second down because it was a legal forward pass?
Dick, you're beyond me. I don't.
Boy, this is going to be one they chew about. They're going to really be chewing this one up tomorrow. Marino. And a rare incomplete pass. Although Dennis Gibson came up with the ball.
Watch Junior Seau. As the motion comes, he's free to blitz. Picked up by Heller. But you're right. Whoa. Dellenbach gets him on his back, but a rare bad throw by Dan Marino.
3rd and 5. Some of the old-time fans in San Diego remember another call that hurt them, the holy roller call. The Raiders slickered the Chargers at the end of the game. Stabler and
Banasak and Casper.
3rd and 5. A full rush on and a great catch, but it's shy of the first down. Irving Fryer in a crowd with Dwayne Harper on his back makes the catch at the 34, where it'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, they tried to get this thing to the first down marker.
And you saw a punt. Shula wasting no time there. You know, aside from all the things that is going on immediately, Don Shula, as you look into the face of this legend, who is the winningest coach in the history of the National Football League, a win today would give him 20 playoff wins and tie him for that mark, too, with Tom Landry. And Bobby Beathard, who worked for Shula for several years as the director of player personnel, as they measured, seemingly is a good distance from a first down, and is.
Bobby Beathard.
Bobby Beathard said, the thing that I learned most from Shula and what I admire most about him is always positive. No matter what the condition, positive.
I even said when the year that Bob Greasy broke his ankle, they went in at halftime, and if you didn't know Greasy had broken his ankle, Shula State made no mention of it. There's Bobby Beathard, one of the kings of personnel in the NFL.
8:17 left, and Kidd to punt. Gordon back at the 25. So that controversial play at the moment is without meaning, and a fair catch called by Gordon. He had a lot of room to run, but played it safe at the 20. 47-yard punt. By Kellen Winslow, the Chargers, and a game-winning field goal by Rolf Pernershka in overtime. The Chargers outlasted the Dolphins 41-38 in a playoff classic, voted the top game of the 1980s. Well, they were trailing 24-0 in the first half, and the Chargers trailing 21-6 at the half today. Maybe Jackson, who's a historian of note, was thinking about his own forward.
No, please. No,
Well, maybe not then. The 20 means the lone running back. He picks up 7 on first down. J.B. Brown from the corner hit Means. Where he got to correct his total. Means now has 129 yards.
How many carries does he have?
21.
I say 25 and they win. Good job by Papuno hooking Coleman. Beavers inside. J.B. Brown outside. That's a nice pickup. Now that's the way you use Natron Means. You get him at those defensive backs. Soften them up.
Midpoint of the fourth quarter in San Diego before the largest crowd in San Diego history. Means again. Driving for 5 and a first down at the 32. Means having a career game in this playoff. 134 yards rushing.
Yeah, and before this one, he did an excellent. He had his personal best in Miami. Was it earlier? Was it last year he had his personal best? Yeah. So he's topped it today.
And this is the top rushing game of anyone in the playoffs this year. Foster had 133 yesterday against Cleveland. Barry Foster. Fake to Means. Down the middle. Tony Martin, who had his problems earlier in the year, dropped a couple of short big plays against the Rams and then has corrected it, and he has been hot the last month.
Of course, his mom, who lives down in Miami, Sarah, went to the grocery store with lightning bolts on this week, and there was almost a riot down there. So she's quietly sitting inside her house with the shades drawn, rooting for the San Diego Chargers.
Yes, Sarah, you bet she's cheering. First down after the 14-yard throw. 6:05 left. Humphries. Short to Mark Say at the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. Doc, have you been able to straighten out the puzzle of that call?
You know, Dick, I just talked to Jerry Seaman, head of officials, and he told me it was simply this. It's an illegal forward pass, and he compared it to a quarterback running beyond the line of scrimmage and throwing the ball. It's a 5-yard penalty, loss of down. You know, it's a very bizarre play, but he said it was called correctly by the officials. Illegal forward pass, loss of down, 5-yard penalty. Back to you, Dick.
Oh, I don't. That sounds like a cover. Down the middle, incomplete to tight end Dwayne Young. Well, there was no receivers ahead to throw to for Jackson, who is not a quarterback out of that field, and that's really a rare interpretation, but so it is.
At the tight end down the middle here, almost able to make the completion. Can't quite stretch his arm out enough, Dwayne Young, to make that catch.
Well, that's taking a big bite.
That's what happens to tight ends. You know, they always got dirt in their face.
3rd and 5. Harmon in the backfield. Blitz. They pick up the blitz, deflected, and catches it. First down. Check it at Tony Martin at the 36-yard line. Oh, talk about bizarre. What are the odds on that one? The ball was 25 feet in the air and deflected.
And Dick, if Miami doesn't blitz, there are people here to make the catch, the interception. But because they're committed to the line of scrimmage, Martin's really the only one that can make the catch.
Oh, my. First down at the 37. 21-15.
Looked like off of the hand of Brian Cox.
He was the man, one of the many putting pressure on Humphries. A break for the Chargers. Clock is under 5 minutes. Means is back. Humphries pumps. He's going long. Jefferson. No, out of bounds. He only got 1 foot in. Oh, was that close?
Do we want to see this on replay? I'm asking you now.
We're going to see it.
A good pump fake by Stan Humphries. Ball is caught well by Jefferson. 1, 2.
Oops. Oops. Boy, again, the Charger fans see this one on the replay.
Control.
1 down, 2 down.
Oh.
Wonder what the excuse will be this time.
Oh, it just showed on the big screen.
That was a go-ahead touchdown denied. 2nd and 10. Well, it's a shame these officials have had a bad game today. Both ways. Humphries says somebody get open. They're saying broken up and intercepted by Stewart. Michael Stewart at the 24-yard line. So 1 minute, a touchdown that wasn't, and the next Miami gets it back.
This is intended to be a screen. What Natron means is the screen man. It's not open, so Stan Humphries tries to improvise. He makes the big mistake. Late down the middle, Stewart picks it off.
But it was Troy Vincent who made the play, deflected the ball. An almost touchdown and then an interception. Here's the almost.
Control and both feet in. Ball is the answer. Yeah, he caught it with 1 foot down and then got the other one in. That's a touchdown. Next
call.
play.
I mean, that happens.
Sure.
Boom, boom.
No question about that.
Michael Stewart off the deflection by Troy Vincent with the interception. And Marino comes out throwing, and he's going long. Too long for Irving Fryer. Well, this is a sensational athletic play by Vincent.
And Tony Martin is just an outlet. This is a screen designed to the other side of the field, and Vincent gets his hand up there. Stewart makes the interception. Dick, I've heard the arguments against instant replay, that in a three-dimensional world, it's hard to call from a screen things that are two-dimensional. But can you deny that there are instances where instant replay works perfectly?
Well, sometimes it did. Sometimes. On 2nd and 10. Marino takes the short route, and Dennis Gibson, who labored in Detroit for many years before coming here as a free agent, makes the tackle. Parmalee, the receiver.
If we go back to the interception, Humphries knows the mistake he made. The only thing he could do there was turn the ball over. Everything else was working fine. He just didn't throw it far enough inside, and Vincent made a heck of a play.
Big third down now. 3rd and 7. 2 turnovers by Miami. No takeaways by San Diego. And if you that's one of the big statistics.
Blitz.
And he had to throw it away. Didn't have time to really find an open man as Chris Mims, as he started the game pressuring Marino, gets to him and hurries him.
You're going to see Say how it comes. You see a late guy come here. They put as much pressure on Marino as they possibly could. It's 29 Carrington coming. He had to get rid of it. Mims made him shorten his arm a little bit.
Aaron Carrington putting the pressure on. He says, boy, I want to win for my mom's 50th birthday watching in Atlanta. Kid to punt. Another high kick. Gordon going to return this one. 26.
Reverse.
Yeah. Oh, they got it set up. 30. And a good play made on the far side by number 35. Michael Stewart, who just had the interception. Stewart on the special teams as well, denies the Chargers on a little razzle-dazzle on that punt return.
Great discipline by Stewart to stay there when the tendency is to go after the ball.
He's been desperate throughout this year, battling that ache of the Achilles, leading his team this far, leading by 6. But Humphries has the ball at the 39. 3:15 to go. Ronnie Harmon to the 49. It'll be close to a first down. J.B. Brown wraps him up.
Dick, I can tell you, this Miami defense has faced an awful lot of plays in this second half. At some point, it's always more difficult. It's more fatiguing to play defense than it is offense because you have to pursue on defense. At some point, you wonder if this defense is just out of all of its collective energy.
That's a good point, Bob, too, and that the bye week allows that offense to put in
absolutely
some extra
sure
work. Means now the running back. 2nd and 1. Boy, he barely got the handoff and has the first down at the Miami 49. 2:27 left.
And Bowens made the tackle there. Would suggest running the corner. The 2 games, 6 interceptions, no touchdowns for Stan Humphries.
That counted. First down at the 49 as they approach the 2-minute timeout. Humphries pumping. Throws to the sidelines. Tony Martin came back to meet his quarterback. First down at the Miami 39 at the 2-minute timeout.
Oh, that's a big double. He catches it and for the first down.
Well, it's going to be close to a first down. It's right at the sticks.
Beat her down.
We'll be back. 21-15. 3,381 from the Goodyear Blimp Eagle. Providing these aerial pictures, Goodyear blimps travel over 100,000 miles every year, covering major sporting events. It was a first down throw to Martin, and just inside the Miami 39. Tackled immediately by Michael Stewart after a 6-yard gain.
And boy, Michael Stewart was right on him. Michael Stewart even cheated up to the line of scrimmage so he could have a better chance to cover Ronnie Harmon as San Diego was right back to the line of scrimmage.
Half dozen catches for Harmon, 50 yards total. 2nd and 4. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 1:29 left. Papunu, the target. Well, there are a couple of things going on here. One, for San Diego, should they score, if they score quickly, Marino gets his chance to bring Miami back.
The other thing they don't want is 1st and goal at the 5.
That was a problem.
Let's try from here, gentlemen.
3rd and 4. Humphreys now has thrown 40. And 15 yards.
And Humphreys is looking to the sideline for the play call. I think Bobby Ross.
Clock is running.
I think Stan's already got these plays. They've practiced this and practiced this a lot.
They have all their timeouts left.
Harmon.
Knocked out of bounds at the 10. Stops the clock. 59 seconds left. The Chargers are 10 yards from taking the lead.
See, they had Solomon in coverage on Ronnie Harmon. And immediately, you got to look to Ronnie Harmon. Now, this was the play 2 plays ago. That's the slant. And then the good release here by Martin. Good speed. Troy Vincent, too soft in coverage. Stewart has to make the stop.
It's 2nd down and about a yard and a half. Harmon to the 8-yard line. Be close to a measurement.
Here we go again.
A reminder, as this game has gone into prime time for those of you watching in the East, a reminder that after the game, most of these stations, an all-new Earth 2 and then an all-new Sequest, followed by a network television premiere of the movie Ricochet. Viewers on the West Coast will see these shows at their regularly scheduled time.
Dick, I do not see Natron Means in the huddle. I see him on the sideline. San Diego to this point has gotten the ball inside the 10 with their passing set. But at this point, you got to think, look, we got 3 timeouts. We got 53 seconds. Each time we run the ball, we can stop the clock with a timeout.
They have 2 now. They've just used their first.
Excuse me, 2. They have not had success in this game trying to finesse Miami at this point. You would certainly hope that recent history is a good teacher and they try something else.
53 seconds remain. Weary eyes of 65-year-old Don Shuley. Had his birthday on Wednesday. Collecting Social Security.
This is the jumbo outfit here for San Diego.
3rd and 1.
Means is in there. 3 tight ends, H-backs. They got a whole bunch of meat up in front of him.
There's a 240-pounder showing his acrobatic talent. That was a tough little move he made at the line of scrimmage as he goes to 140 yards for the day. A Charger record for playoffs is 25. That was his 24th. You said 25 carries for Means, and you thought San Diego would win. Well, they're right at the door.
I didn't figure that it would be quite like this, but my thinking was that if he carries the ball 25 times, he's got to be carrying it a lot in the second half and in the 4th quarter.
The score, 21-15 Miami. Miami led at the half, 21-6. 48 seconds, as you see, left. One timeout remaining for San Diego as they measure it to first down. And it's first and goal from the 8. 8 yards from a possible victory in the final minute. The frustration for Shula is he just hasn't gotten a chance to play fairly in the second half. He's not had the ball.
You're absolutely correct. The opening drive by San Diego, 15 plays, they don't score. The safety, the defense got worn out there. Marino hasn't broken a sweat in the second half.
And the worst thing, should San Diego score, is that they are chewing up time. So if Miami has to rally, they won't have too many ticks left. 48 seconds. San Diego has had the ball 39 minutes, Miami 20 minutes in this game. And yet the Dolphins lead.
This has been so exciting. He got Shula up out of his little cart there.
He's thinking about it. We get the ball. We got our timeouts now. Use them. Marino and Shula, they've been in this football marriage for 12 years. And what's been interesting,
because of the measurement for the first down, San Diego will not be charged with a timeout. First down.
Well, first and goal and 2 timeouts left for the Chargers. What will the Chargers call here? 3 wides. Humphreys wide open. It's tied at 21. Now, if Miami has any special point after block play, this is the time. David Binn to snap, Gilbert to hold, Carney to give the Chargers the lead. Seconds for Marino to get his team in field goal range.
Dick, a beautiful call here. You're going to see Say come in motion, get lost, and come right up through the middle of the defense. He goes that way, comes back the other way, totally lost on the rollout. No one out there to cover Mark Say. Finally, from inside the 10, they get it in the end zone.
And for Humphreys, finally, a touchdown pass in the postseason.
Troy Vincent dropped the coverage.
8-yard play. Well, the beauty of all sports is how grown men can be little kids. And now it's Marino's chance. Miami has the chance. They have all 3 timeouts, 35 seconds, a lifetime for Marino.
He can't believe that as much as his team dominated in the first half, that they're now down by a point.
There's another gunslinger left in town. One would think that Carney will not take a chance on a long return, that this will be some form of a short, low kick. San Diego today with 467 total yards. Irving, Spikes, and O.J. McDuffie are the defense. There's the low kick, and immediately out of bounds goes Ronnie Williams, the tight end, at the 38-yard line.
Oh, now look, you're going to start Marino at the 38?
With 32 seconds.
You're just doing him a favor.
Now, Stoyanovich, the field goal kicker for Miami, one of the best from long range. He's kicked one from 50 this year. And coming into this season, Stoyanovich has kicked 11 for 22 outside the 50. 11 for 22. So anything close to the 35-yard line of San Diego, and Miami's hopes are very much alive. Fryer incomplete. A late call that was not a completed pass, but obviously Fryer didn't have possession. You see the smoke from the cannon clouding Shula.
Marino did a good bit of running to get open. Whoa, wait a minute. He was down. I'm not sure I wouldn't call that a catch.
Well, there was a hesitation.
But it's ruled an incomplete pass. I can't remember a game where we've had more instances where I thought, gee, if somebody could take another look at that play.
Well, Mike Ditka and Joe Gibbs agree with you. Marino trying to get Stoyanovich close. He's changing his play. Goes deep. Oh. Incomplete. Flag down. As Scott Miller, number 83, hit by Eric Castle. Pass incomplete. They'll mark this off unless they call that interference. If that's interference, the ball's at the 30-yard line already. Well, something burning down below us here.
It's no longer the cannon. I don't know if somebody's barbecuing early here, but I think that's a very good call. Castle was there before the ball was. This is an excellent call.
Pass interference. Defense. First down.
They're already 47 yards from a field goal.
Contact. I don't think there's any question. That's an easy call.
32-yard penalty. Well, the officials certainly have been a big part of this game.
Yes, they have. Probably more than they want.
Right. No, I'm sure they'd be the first to say that. So Pete Stoyanovich knows he's going to get a chance to win it. You want to talk about pressure. They don't see much duty, but so often it's with all the hopes of the team and the city and all the fans on the line, and that's where Stoyanovich is going to be. If they kick it right now, it'd be about 47 yards.
Interesting thing about Stoyanovich at Miami, he practices on uprights that are 8 feet apart. The hash marks and the uprights are the same at 18.5 feet, so he only gives himself 8. Now, this is the stuff that legends are made of. No matter how you get it done, Marino throws it down there.
Well, 32-yard penalty puts Miami in position to win. But Marino wants them closer. Blitz. Batted in the air. Almost intercepted. Oh, Junior Seau had a beat on that one. Intended for Mike Williams. 12 seconds.
Here's Seau right here. He fakes the blitz. Look at the ground he covers here trying to make this interception. Can't quite get there.
Darian Gordon made the play. 12 seconds. This probably the last play, and it's a matter of where do you want to kick it from, Stoyanovich? Right hash mark or left hash mark? Although he's in shotgun, could be a handoff. Well, he's going to go for it all. To Williams, incomplete. Oh, you got to hand it to Miami. So it's 6 seconds, and now's the time. Here comes Stoyanovich. With a timeout remaining for San Diego, one would guess that Ross will wait till they set up and then try to ice the kicker.
Snapper is Dellenbach. The holder is John Kidd.
And in the meantime, on the other sideline, one young man, Eric Castle, the 24-year-old defensive back from Oregon for San Diego, has to be rooting for someone to make a play, as his 32-yard penalty has given Miami this chance.
Kickers don't have friends until after the kick, and they either go away or you got lots of friends.
He's kicked them from 58 successfully and a 59-yarder in his 6-year career. And it all comes down to this. Stoyanovich makes. It's Miami at Pittsburgh next Sunday. And if he's denied, it's the Chargers going to the Steel City. The holder is Kidd. The ex-Charger, it'll be 48 yards. Clear the field. The snap was high. The timing spoiled, and Stoyanovich was wide right all the way. An improbable team to go to the final two in the AFC. The San Diego team was picked by most all of the so-called experts last in the AFC West. They lost their top receiver to the Denver Broncos, Miller. They lost their top running back from a year ago, Butts. They traded him to New England. And Don Shula, his team so close to victory, and Stoyanovich often reliable from this range, unable to connect.
And remember, too, San Diego beat Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Pittsburgh was missing starters. Yeah, Pittsburgh was playing out here in the warm California sun. But it has to be a psychological pump for San Diego, knowing they already beat next week's opponent this year.
57-year-old Bobby Ross did not get a vote for Coach of the Year. Just a formality of a successful snap for the Chargers. And this town will celebrate the biggest win in a couple of decades.
Was there anything missing in this game, Dick?
And now they can shoot. And in a rare game, the safety is the difference in victory. John?
It's unbelievable right now. It really is. You know, our defense came out the second half and held them to no points. Offensively, we were moving the ball in the first half. We just couldn't get it in the end zone. We were stopping ourselves. But I tell you what, it feels great right now. I'm just happy.
What was the difference in the second half?
We just made the plays when they were there. We were running the football, and we made some key fourth down passing plays that kept the chains moving.
Congratulations. What about Pittsburgh next week?
It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a real tough game, but I'll think about them tomorrow. I'm just happy right now.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
And so a season ends for one team. And for Dan Marino, was it the season where he'd finally get back with a chance at a Super Bowl ring? But the Chargers in the second half kept the ball away. But even at that, here's the snap that is high. Kidd